True Story Media.
I'm always looking for ways to show my cat how much I love her. And with Fancy Feast gems, I can pamper her whenever I want with a savory gravy on top of a gourmet mousse pâté. The pyramid shape makes serving simple, so all I have to do is peel and plate to make mealtime feel extra fancy. And with 2 entrees in every pack, it's easy to turn every day into the extraordinary. Fancy Feast gems.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for this day.
This podcast contains adult themes and language, and some of the things that we discuss may be disturbing to some listeners. In this podcast, we discuss sexual assault, torture, race, and murder. Listener discretion is advised. Please take care of yourself.
Fruities, welcome to our newest segment. Love you, bye. I'm Wendy, and that's Beth.
Hello.
And this is going to be basically a bi-weekly mini-sode, and we're here for just some fun, informal chit-chat and bullshit and catching up. It's a work in progress.
Yes, so if you're listening to this and you have an idea for us what we should cover or talk about, get at us.
Yeah. So, how you doing, friend? And what did you do this week?
I'm all right. What did I do? Trying to think. Nothing too exciting, apparently.
Oh, well, did you see that giant moon?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a hunter's moon and also a super moon.
Oh.
So, yeah, actually, my grandson, it scared him.
Oh, really?
He's like, why is the moon so big? Is it going to crash into us?
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. It's like,
That's cool.
It's just, I said it's an optical illusion,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is the moon following us?
Yeah.
That's what I always used to wonder.
Yeah, I did used to wonder that too. Yeah.
It is quite big.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of moon, I went to the Lumbee tribe's Dance of the Harvest Moon powwow last weekend.
That's exciting.
It was magnificent. It was an incredible celebration of Indigenous culture. There were artists and storytellers and cooks. I got my fur-bred girl. And music and singing and dance and drums. It was an honor to witness. It was like so powerful. Like I was getting goosebumps.
Wow. That does sound really amazing.
Almost wanted to like cry. It was so amazing. And the tribe has an amazing history of community and resilience. I understand they're like the biggest Indigenous tribe this side of the Mississippi.
Wow.
And in 1958, the KKK got angry about some stupid racist shit. And there was like 50 of them coming to intimidate the Indigenous folks around here. And boy, oh boy, the Lumbee tribe heard about it. And like 500 Lumbee men and women.
Wow.
Some of them armed, surrounded the KKK and sent those motherfuckers running scared shitless.
Wow.
And they have never had a public rally in this area ever since.
That's amazing.
And I just think
That's
that
awesome.
is so cool. Yeah. So I had no idea how rich the history and the presence of the Indigenous people here was. And I'm just, it's incredible. What an honor.
Awesome.
So thank you to the Lumbee tribes. That was so cool. And, I got a baby this week. So the whole point of moving here was to be closer to family. Because, when the shooting happened, it was like, we were all by ourselves on this island in Georgia. Yeah. Where's my family? So we moved here. Everybody's closer. I got cousins everywhere, but a lot of them are here. And so I had a cousin who needed an emergency, like medical thing and needed somebody to watch her baby. And I got to say, having a baby in the house is a lot less stressful this time around than the first couple of times.
Yeah,
like
it's not yours.
It's not mine. But maybe it's practice and age. But like the first and second babies, I was like, I gotta do everything perfect.
Yeah.
I gotta do everything right. oh, and I also have to get snatched. And also I have to work and sanitizing everything.
Yeah.
Sanitizer on the baby head to toe, sanitizing bottles, all that kind of shit. And you don't have to do that. The kid will be fine.
Yeah. The kid will be fine.
Yeah. So this time there's a lot less fear, if that makes sense. You get it. You're grandma.
Do. That's what I was going to say. When my grandson was born, it was a much more pleasant experience than when my kids were born, just because, it's not yours and you're not like, it's not really your problem. You just get to love on him.
Yeah. I mean, his mom's going to come and get him in a couple of days. And it's been really nice having like a really young, fresh human in the house, if that makes sense. I've had to clean up a lot of poop, and today I had to clean up vomit, and it was like fine.
Yeah.
So anyway,
because somebody's going to come take that thing.
Eventually, it's not going to be my vomit and doo-doo anymore. So, no big deal.
Yeah. We should all just shuffle babies around.
Seriously, I'm telling you, it takes a village. I cannot say this enough.
Just need a village. Don't have one.
Absolutely. Right. Just find one. Anything else you're doing that was fun this week or past 2 weeks, actually, friend?
No, I haven't really done much. No. My life is really boring.
Okay.
It's all work and family. That's about it.
Yeah, same. And the show, of course.
Of course. Yeah. Well, I included that in work.
Oh, got you.
Although it is fun too. I mean, I don't know why I find research so enjoyable. I really love the research, so.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I love learning about new stuff.
Yeah,
that's my
really
favorite thing. I really get a hard on when I learn something new.
I was gonna say it hits my dopamine levels.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, right. Well, let's move on into listener letters.
All right. But hello, angels. Thank you.
So I've compiled a few listener letters that I thought were so fun.
Cool.
Our last Love You Bye episode, we talked about the Demon Hunters that we were watching, and it's taken over
Demon Hunters. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Oh, I loved the ending. Anyway, watched it again this weekend. But Susie Q commented on Spotify. My mother and
I did see that.
Yeah. So my mother and I have been checking out other K-dramas on Netflix since Demon Hunters. We've finished Bon Appetit, Your Majesty, and Mr. Queen. None of these I've heard of, but I have to watch. Watched in Spanish since English was not available. We're currently watching Genie Make a Wish.
Oh, nice. Good recommendations.
Thank you so much. And hip hop air horn Susie.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, and this message is from Jillian. This was on our last episode about the Woodward Corridor
Killer. Yeah.
Killer. Yes. Jillian is one of our beloved Patreons. Jillian G said, I'm glad you held off until there was more information and could get the update on the Jane Doe who was able to get her name back. Another great episode delivered with empathy. And to that we say, Jillian G, thank you so very much.
Yeah, thank you.
As we said, that was an episode that was put on the back burner because we couldn't find a lot of information. And then some new information came out and we were happy to tell the story and lift up the names of those victims. So thank you. And I saw somebody ask, and I couldn't find it where I saw this comment, but if we have seen Sinners.
Oh, I think that was Seth. Yeah, it was Seth in Patreon. Yeah.
Okay. Because I went back to look for it and I couldn't find it. But yes, we have watched Sinners. And I fucking loved it. I've seen it 3 times.
Yeah.
Probably going to watch it again.
Yep.
Yes. Great shout out. So thank you. And that's all that's in the bag.
All right. Great. And if you have any questions or comments, please send them to fruitloopspod@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at
602-935-6294. Ow!
And we may feature it on a future episode, but if you don't want us to, just let us know and we won't.
All right.
Over the last 20 years, L'Oréal Paris has honored 200 women of worth, uplifting their communities. Women who see the worth in every person, overlooked or underserved, who see an opportunity for change, who see a chance for better. They may be one of 200, but their journeys are always uniquely one of one. Here's to 200 more women of worth.
We're worth it.
We're worth it.
We're worth it. We're worth it.
We all love a legendary comeback, and Degree Original Cool Rush is back and better than ever. Cool Rush isn't just a scent, it's a movement, a fan favorite that delivers bold, fresh vibes and all-day sweat protection. Whether you have a man that spends hours in the gym, heads into the office early, or is just trying to stay fresh on a long day, Cool Rush has their back. Head to your local Walmart or Target and grab Degree Cool Rush, the fan favorite scent from the world's #1 antiperspirant brand.
Well, let's get into, what we're consuming, watching, reading, listening to, and what's bringing us joy. What do you got, Beth? And I hope the Ed Gein story is on there.
Well, yeah, it is. On our last Love You Bye, I said that Monster, the Ed Gein story, was going to drop, and I hadn't seen it yet. I watched some of it, and it turns out I didn't like it, so I never finished it. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. I couldn't stop watching it.
Okay. Yeah, I know you like that kind of. I didn't sleep
for a couple of days. but I didn't know very much about him or the story.
Right.
But I am familiar with American culture and true crime. And to me, it showed how I loved it. How he was a monster who was created. We see that.
Right.
And then we also see how monstrous and sick American society is for loving this shit.
Yeah.
And making so much, a whole industry. And we're a part of it, and
right.
we have to reconcile that. But how hungry people are for these stories, true or fictionalized. And that is made clear in because you told me that he inspired
a lot of movies,
serial killer movies.
Yep.
And so we see I don't know if vignette
Psycho.
is the word. Yeah, we see Alfred Hitchcock learning about Ed Gein, and we see the guy who created Buffalo Bill, that Silence of the Lambs, how he was inspired somehow by this story in film school or something like that. So we see snippets of the movies that were inspired by Ed Gein and the story of what he did. And we get to see scenes of those inspirational moments take place, which is so weird to talk about. And then at the end, Ed Gein is dying.
Okay. I was going to say, is this a spoiler?
I don't think it's a spoiler. I mean, we know he dies.
Yeah.
But it kind of also seemed to me like there was an angle taken with Ed's story. And I don't know. And again, I'm not familiar. They made it seem like he outsmarted the lie detector tests and the legal system to end up in a hospital rather than in a prison.
Okay.
Oh, and then the end, it was a really unusual ending for a true crime story in that he's going down a hallway towards death, but it's like a club and there's disco lights and he's greeted on the way to death by people who were inspired by him, including other serial killers and, people throughout his life. And Charles Manson was I love you, man. It was, I was I didn't know what to make of it.
Yeah.
I'd never seen anything like that before. Anyway, I
guess
because I'd never seen anything like it. So I really liked it.
I guess if you don't know anything about him and you just look at it as from that angle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't look at it from that angle. I know about him, and it was just really inaccurate, and they made up so much shit that to me it was this fucking shit,
Well, and I think it's the same people who made what
it was
the Dahmer story
yeah.
got a lot of criticism because I think people were upset by the way the story was told and sort of felt like it
if I
glorified
recall,
or pardoned Dahmer in some way.
From what I recall, there was a lot of criticism that they didn't consult the victims' families and stuff like
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I remember. But the movie itself, or the docuseries, whatever, not docuseries, TV series, it was really well done. They stuck pretty close to the story, what actually happened. Of course, when you're recreating something, you have to make things up sometimes, but it didn't seem like it was just wildly inaccurate, where it seems like to me the Ed Gein one is just wildly inaccurate.
Well, I did a lot of Googling throughout my watch. Like, 'cause I was like, is this person real? Did this really happen?
I mean, the basic story is true. But then they made up the romance between him and the neighbor. And they made up a lot of stuff, like the things with with World War II. And
really, he wasn't fascinated by the horrors of World War II?
Not that they know of. Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, like, they solved it.
He could have been. He could have been.
Okay.
But there's no documentation of him being fascinated by what went on in World War II. So I think
that was a whole thing.
I know.
It
took
me a while to understand it. And thank goodness for the audio description, because if I'd been watching on my phone, my eyes would have killed me. So yeah, they described the bitch of something, and she was
which it's a true story too, except for they were also wildly inaccurate about what she did. Although,
God, I should have watched it with you, because I wonder if you would have
ruined it for you.
I love that. I don't mind spoilers. I actually love them, but I would have loved to have watched it with you, because maybe you would have stuck with me, because I've been like, I would have been asking you so many questions
at a different angle, and I would have been like, oh, you know what, that is interesting.
Yeah.
So I might take another look at it with that in mind.
Okay.
Instead of being so like, I do get like that when I know the story.
Yeah.
And it's inaccurate. It drives me nuts. So
I bet. But if you just maybe a little reframe, because after I watched it, I was like, are they saying we're sick too? And they are.
It sounds like it. But
yeah,
I think Ryan Murphy is the creator.
Yeah.
And he's a sick fuck too, so I don't know.
Yeah. I've heard. Is he the Asylum?
He does American Horror
Story.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So if we're pointing fingers, which I'm not pointing fingers, so
no, it's art. I mean,
it's art.
It's for entertainment, and I might get killed for this in the comments, but I liked it, and that's probably because I didn't know anything about him.
Yeah, and that's your take is really interesting, so I might look at it again with that in mind.
Okay, well, since Ed Gein was not on your list of things you watched that brought you, or anything that brought you joy, what is on that list?
Well, before I get into that, I wanted to shout out something else I haven't seen yet, because it hasn't dropped yet, but it will have dropped by the time this airs, and it's My Father, the BTK Killer on Netflix. It drops on October 10th, and it's Carrie Rawson's story.
Oh gosh, Carrie is such a sweetheart.
She is.
My hope is that she is involved.
She is
in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm very interested to take a peek. Is it documentary or scripted?
I think it's documentary.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that sounds interesting.
And she wrote a book, so maybe based on her book. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet because it hasn't dropped yet, but hopefully it's good.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
It's good. Yeah.
Well, looking forward to checking it out for myself. Thank you very, very much.
Welcome. And I started watching The House of Guinness, which is it's sort of a mashup of Peaky Blinders and Succession.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, it's
that
about,
I can get down with.
It's set in Ireland. It's the Guinness family, the beer. And their father dies, and so there's 4 of them, and who's gonna run the company and blah blah blah. But it's set, in the late 1800s, and it's by the same guy who did Peaky Blinders.
Fuck yeah. I love Peaky Blinders.
I do.
Peaky Blinders.
Like that.
All right, then. All right, boys. I love this, and I'm going to watch it. So I ran out of things to watch. No problem. I also love books, and we had the pleasure of having our video club with our Patreons last weekend. And thank you to all who attended.
Super fun.
In particular, Kim and Bryn. Oh, it was so fun.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who joined us. Yes. And those who couldn't join us, you can check out the recording later. We know you were there in spirit. But Bryn she's always got fired recommendations for books. Recommended another one. You know what, Bryn?
Another one.
Yeah, Bryn, that's for you. This book she told us about is called The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi by Shannon Chakrabarti. And it introduces a retired pirate captain drawn back into the treacherous waters of the medieval Indian Ocean for one last mission. And she's got to rescue people, and there's magic, and she's got to get an old crew together, and she's got an ex-husband who's a demon. It is like fantastic. There's magic, and there's stuff about culture, and like
it sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it's super I'm only on chapter 4, but I love it. So I ran out of stuff to watch. I'm going to watch House of Guinness, but in between, I'm going to be finishing up this book because I love it so fucking much.
Nice.
Yeah. That's called, again, The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi by Shannon Chakrabarti.
Nice. So are we in shout outs now?
I guess, you know what? Yeah, it is shout out time where we shout out any content by or about people of color or any true crime goodies. Anything?
Yeah, I do.
I have a couple.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
It's a TV series called The Lowdown.
Oh.
It's created by Sterling Harjo for FX. I've been watching it on Hulu. Sterling Harjo is a Native American filmmaker best known for Reservation Dogs.
Hell yeah.
If memory serves, he's related to our Fruity Marlene.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh my God! Just a hip hop air horn because we love Marlene so much.
Yeah, we do. She's one of our day
ones. We hope everything's all right. We love you so much.
I think he's like a cousin or something. So
that is so fucking rad.
So from what I understand, the story in The Lowdown is loosely inspired by a citizen journalist and self-taught historian named Leroy Chapman. He's a white guy.
Okay.
But he unearthed the involvement of one of Tulsa's founding fathers in the city's 1921 race massacre. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And I guess Sterling Harjo knew him. And the main character, who is played by
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, yes. He's loosely based on this guy, so not exactly, and the story is not exactly the same, but it's, it goes along that line.
Oh.
The show itself reminds me a little bit of Fargo.
Oh,
so there's a little dark humor in there.
Hell yeah. Ooh, I love a dark dysfunctional comedy.
Yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it.
Okay. Add it to my stuff. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
No one should have to choose between their own safety and their pets. But nearly half of domestic abuse survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Purina is helping to create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters through the Purple Leash Project, so survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to learn more.
Hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast, here to tell you that Michelob Ultra, the official beer partner of the NBA, is bringing NBA fans closer than ever this season with chances to win great prizes, including courtside tickets. Enter now at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Courtside 25 to 26. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 plus. Begins on October 1st, 2025 and ends on June 30th, 2026. Multiple entry periods. See official rules at MichelobUltra.com/courtside for free entry deadlines, prizes, and details.
What do you got?
Okay, well, it's a small one and a big one. So the first one is shout out to Nobody Believe Me on our
Oh,
network.
Yeah.
And our
Nobody should believe me.
Nobody should believe me. And we got to guest on Andrea's podcast, and that episode dropped this week. And we were so honored and grateful to be asked and be a part of it.
She's so amazing.
Yeah. Go check it out. Subscribe to her podcast and also to all of our podcast play cousins on the network. Pretend and Affirmative Murder. Dakota, what is that?
Dakota Spotlight.
Dakota Spotlight. Thank you. Supporting them supports us. So check those out, and there's something for everybody. And then the other thing that I was going to shout out is a book. Another book. So many books. It is called We Refuse, A Forceful History of Black Resistance. It's by Kelly Carter Jackson, and it's about the long history of Black and also Indigenous women's resistance since the beginning of white colonization. And she says there's 5 forms of resisting. You can resist with violence. You could resist by fleeing, by running away, going somewhere else, by refusing to assimilate. Joy is a form of resistance, and creative disruption. Like during enslavement, sometimes enslaved people would just work a little bit slower and slow down production and fuck everything up for the planters. I just found it really comforting and inspiring, especially now, and also hopeful, because there's so many examples of really fucked up stuff happening in the world of these women. And there are just so many examples of them saying, I don't have to take this lying down, and resisting in some way.
Nice.
And I just love it. So that's We Refuse, A Forceful History of Black Resistance.
That's awesome.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. Especially this day and time.
Oh,
good time
girl.
to read that. Yeah.
Girl, yes.
I just wanted to shout out one other podcast on True Story Media.
Oh.
You probably think this story is about you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
So sorry I forgot that one. Now, how about How Not to Get Murdered? If you love true crime and you don't want to die, here's a tip for you.
This segment is not intended to be victim blaming. We thought of this segment because I read somewhere that a lot of people listen to true crime because they want to know what they can do to be safer. This is not meant to blame the victims. It's just learning from other people's experiences. What you got?
All right. So Halloween is coming up. We want to look amazing and also be safe. So a couple tips. If you can avoid wearing a mask because it inhibits your vision and your hearing, and if you need to run away really quickly, try face paint instead. Also, travel in packs, safety in numbers. So if you're going trick-or-treating or to a party or a haunted house, go with people that you trust. Check-in times are a good idea. Like if you're in a group and let's say you split up, we're going to check out these houses or we're going to go to these houses. Make a plan to check in with each other. Keep your phones charged. And if you go trick-or-treating, no matter how friendly somebody seems, do not go inside. Don't go inside anybody's house.
Yeah.
And if the porch light is on, I say okay to knock. But if, let's say the door is wide open and there's no lights on, keep walking.
Yeah.
And have an exit strategy. So if you're out and you are worried about, being pressured into doing something that you're not comfortable with, this goes for the young people out there.
Right.
Just make a plan, blame your parents, use your parents as an excuse, and let's all just have the safest Halloween we possibly can.
Awesome.
I am not going anywhere.
No.
So
we're not really going anywhere either. So the neighbors in our neighborhood that used to have a little party in their driveway on Halloween, they moved down the street. So they're not on our street anymore. So we're doing it in our driveway this year.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. That's a very Arizona thing. I'd never seen people do that before. They just camp
hang out
in their front
driveway.
yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then have the
hand
bowl
out candy.
and and people are playing music, eating snacks,
drinking.
Drinking.
I wanted to mention for the older folks, just if you're drinking, be careful,
Yeah.
Don't drink too much. Well, I don't know what to say. Don't.
drink
Just
responsibly. Let's enjoy
Drink
ourselves,
water
but
in between.
responsibly.
Make sure nobody slips anything into your drink. That if somebody
so smart.
gives you a drink, don't drink it. Pour your own, whatever. You know all that stuff.
Yes. If the TV program Black Rabbit has taught me anything, boy, is it how fast somebody can slip something into your drink.
Yeah,
you got to be careful. Okay, that's it for tips. Let us know how you all are staying safe during this very spooky season and while we're all living in hell. Now let's get into some news,
all right.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Well, apparently this is good news. There is a ceasefire in Gaza. Did you hear that?
I did. Yeah. I was waiting for you to tell me more about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have a lot to say because there's a lot of supposed to things that are supposed to happen. There's a lot of supposed tos and shouldas. For example, Israel, I understand, is supposed to withdraw some of their troops from Gaza. Hamas is supposed to release some hostages. Israel is going to release some Palestinian prisoners, and they're supposed to allow aid to finally come in with medicine, food, and supplies. We'll see.
Yeah.
My hope is that things move forward towards a positive, better solution that doesn't harm anybody. And, I don't really think that this is a fix. It feels like a Band-Aid as far as justice, aid, and accountability go, because it's a genocide.
Yeah.
So this is certainly something. And I am
I'm just waiting to see what happens is what I'm doing.
Yeah, waiting to see what happens. And we just continue to keep an eye on things over there and hope and pray that the violence will stop. It's not necessary. Don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't like it anymore.
Not a fan.
Don't like it at all.
Yeah.
Don't like it at all. Not a fan.
Not a fan. Yeah.
Well, Assata Shakur passed away. She's a civil rights icon. Speaking of We Refuse and Resistance, one of my heroes and godmother to Tupac Shakur.
Oh, okay.
Assata Shakur died on September 25th in Havana, Cuba. She was 78 years old.
Oh, I did see something about this. She was a civil rights activist.
Yes. She was a member of the Black Panther Party.
Right.
They were kind of sexist. So she later became a member of the Black Liberation Army, and she fought against systemic racism, police brutality, and U.S. imperialism. She got convicted of killing a police officer in what some would say was a sham trial.
Yeah.
She got convicted. She went to jail and she escaped from prison in 1979 and was granted asylum in Cuba, never set foot on the United States ever again. And her most quoted line, again, to me, she was a hero and inspiration. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. So this was really sad.
Yeah. How old was she?
She was 78.
Okay.
And rest in power to Miss Assata Shakur.
Yeah. Yeah. That's sad.
Yeah. It's sad, but I just remember her work and her words that she never stopped fighting in the context of today. Very necessary and important.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think it's sad that she had to go to Cuba and died there.
Yeah, I agree. Because she had kids
family
and stuff.
here.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of Marlene, we talked about her earlier.
Oh, yeah.
She posted something in our Facebook group about a murderer.
Really?
I'd never heard of, named Brian Stephen Smith. Have you heard of him before?
Is he an Arizona person?
No.
Okay, no, then no.
Okay, so he was originally from South Africa, but was a naturalized U.S. citizen, a white guy. And he killed 2 Alaska Native women.
Oh,
and was sentenced last year to 226 years in prison.
Good.
Yeah, but I never heard of this guy. And I think because the victims were Native.
Of course.
And he was caught because he filmed their murders on his phone.
What?
And a sex worker stole his cell phone, found the footage, and turned it in.
Oh,
the recordings, his voice, it's obviously him. He has a South African accent, saying some horrible things and, torturing these women. And the judge in the case said it was the stuff of nightmares. So really, really awful.
Wow.
And so I
my
wanted
God.
to say the names of the victims.
Okay.
Kathleen Henry, she was 30, and Veronica Abuchuk was 52.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, those are the ones we know about. There could be more.
Okay. Well, rest in power to those women. Gosh, this is awful for this community, but I'm really glad that something happened,
Yeah.
and the justice system did what it's supposed to do
Yeah.
all the time. This happens all too often. This is an epidemic, missing and murdered Indigenous women.
Yeah.
And we rarely see anybody get caught or have to answer for
Right.
what they do to them. And so I'm pleased to see that a form of justice was served for these families in this community.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Marlene, for putting us on to that.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate being kept in the loop. Yeah, thank you so much for the information. And keep them coming, Fruities.
Yeah.
If you know of any stories that are on your radar that should be on ours, please share with us so we can give some attention to it and
Bring it forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see. The government is kidnapping people off the street in Chicago. They have really ramped up their efforts, including recently raiding a whole apartment building.
Oh my God.
And there were reports that there were agents like scaling the building.
Oh my God.
and they it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It really went into the building. They were detaining everybody. People who didn't have their clothes on, children, zip tying children together, holding them for hours.
Oh my God.
One witness said she saw the kids who were terrified and crying and heard one of the ICE agents say, "Fuck them kids."
Oh my God.
Which, man.
It's disgusting.
And so DHS, their excuse is that the raids were to target violent criminals and gang members.
Blah,
but
blah,
this to
blah.
me is
Yeah.
a very unacceptable way to go about
Children.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, has signed executive orders creating ICE-free zones. He, I believe, is doing his best to not let this stand in his city. I've also seen videos of citizens standing up and looking out for each other. One man was apprehended by ICE in the middle of the day, in the middle of the street, and his community was like giving the ICE agents a hard time, filming them, asking the man for his name. Said, give me your wallet and your cell phone, bro, so I can get a hold of your people. And that he kept resisting while the people were around him. And eventually he got away. ICE got in their little car and just zipped out the scene. And they were victorious, right?
Yeah.
For that time. So bad things are really happening, but people are doing their best to fight and stop it. And I just sucks that we have to do this, but here we are. And important to also be aware of what's going on in our cities.
Yeah, agreed.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Healthcare professionals can lead their careers with LinkedIn. Discover jobs by specialty, preferred shifts, and even desired salary. From mental health therapists to radiology technicians, it's now faster and easier for healthcare professionals to find the right fit. Learn more at linkedin.com/healthcare. Side effects may include faster job placement, improved work-life balance, and increased career satisfaction.
So, I'm aware of what's going on. It's just this week I've been overwhelmed and I haven't really been able to pay too much attention to that stuff because it's just so awful.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. And I was so happy to share with you the book We Refuse, because sometimes fighting requires taking a step back, taking a nap, and coming back when you are ready. Yeah, refreshed. Yeah, because we can't all fight tired. We can't all fight overwhelmed. And so there has to be rest in there. And it's okay, friend. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean,
it's
sometimes it's
okay.
just so depressing and
yeah,
so difficult to, you got to go to your job and do this stupid work. And
fucking Becky won't stop bugging me about these TPS
yes,
reports.
Exactly.
Becky,
yeah.
Can it wait? Jeez.
And, it just seems so silly and frivolous when these things are happening. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
yeah.
what else are we going to do? What else are we going to do?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would call myself a willing participant in this capitalist system.
Yeah.
But I unfortunately need health insurance. You know what I mean? Like,
I gotta survive.
Yeah.
We're doing what we need to do to survive.
Even though I hate this system and I'm growing my own food and I'm going to learn how to process meat and preserve it. And I made jelly. So baby steps in my efforts towards revolution. But yeah, rest is an important part of that.
Yeah.
So I don't think we should apologize for
I'll try not
taking
to.
a break. It's okay. It's okay. Can we get to some happy news, please?
Yeah, well,
can we get back to politics, please?
I have one more thing to mention before.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Have you heard that there could be a serial killer in Houston?
No.
They found a bunch of bodies in the Byeee.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
A bunch?
A bunch.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. It says, let me read this. On October 8th, 2025, Houston police recovered a body from White Oak Bayou near the interchange of I-45 and I-10 after a call was made in the morning. This is the latest in a disturbing pattern. Dozens of bodies have been found in Harris County's bayous so far in 2025.
Oh.
In response to public concern and social media speculation about a possible serial killer, city leaders have repeatedly denied any evidence that these deaths are connected.
Oh,
investigations,
embarrassed.
Investigations are ongoing and medical examiners are working to determine causes of death for many of the recovered bodies. But a lot of people are talking about how there could be a serial killer in Houston.
Oh, Lord. Houston is such a magnificent city. Beyonce's from there. It's one of the most diverse cities in the country. But I wonder who the victims are.
Yeah.
And I wonder, I hope that the public in Houston demands answers. Because the mayor can't just be like, oh, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Like, sir, there are bodies, dozens, according to my friend Beth, and that's too many. So can we get some answers, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Beth, for bringing that here, and we'll have to definitely keep an
eye on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That's
You're
the
welcome.
news segment. As we said, if there's any news stories going on in your neck of the woods, true crime related or otherwise, let us know. Also, time for a little something lighthearted, how to cleanse the palate.
Okay.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. A reading a rainbow. I could do this all day, but I won't. Reading Rainbow is back.
It's back. I heard about that.
And it's got a new host, Mike the librarian. Actually, Michael. And Michael is a Black man. If you were around during the pandemic, the pandejo, we couldn't leave our houses and we were all stuck on TikTok. And this young man, Michael the librarian, came across my feed. I fell in love. Millions of other people did as well. He's a joyful Black guy with a big afro and a big smile and dazzling vibes. And he went viral for just spreading library joy. And he would always say, "You belong." Like, you know, for a kid, I mean, that's gold.
Yeah.
He's also a mental health advocate. You know, he went viral on social media, which also got him online harassment and negative attention, negative hate, even though he was doing something so beautiful and wonderful. He just wants everybody to belong and spread joy. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
The first host of Reading a Rainbow, LeVar Burton, who's one of my heroes and also one of Michael's heroes as well, even joked, "Hey, if you're upset because I'm not LeVar Burton, get behind me. I'm at the front of that line."
That's hilarious.
And I'm sure, I mean, I don't see how LeVar Burton could be anything other than supportive. Generally, what I know about him is if there's a Black person doing something amazing, he supports it.
Nice.
So Michael, the librarian, is going to be the new host, and it will air on YouTube every Saturday starting October 25th.
Oh,
and that is so
awesome.
gosh
That's
darn
great.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell everybody.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I have a happy news story too.
Okay.
So there was this cat in a Lowe's store in Virginia, lived in a Lowe's store.
Lowe's, like the hardware store.
The hardware store. Yeah.
Okay, because there's also a Lowe's grocery store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On the East Coast.
Yeah.
Nope. This was I think it was a hardware store.
Yeah. Grocery store would be gross if there was cats. I'm just saying. Lowe's is not so bad.
Pretty sure it was a hardware store. Okay.
Okay,
so
cool.
There was a cat living there. It was a stray, and so they took it in. And her name was Francine, and she became like a mascot of the store, and people would come in just to see Francine.
Uh-huh.
Well, she went missing in
no.
mid-September.
Okay.
And they discovered that she had stowed away in a truck that went to a Lowe's distribution center in North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah. So she was
Francine, is that you?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
She was in Virginia and got in a truck and went to North Carolina. And they knew she was at the distribution center, or they thought she was at the distribution center. So they sent workers with thermal drones to look for her. I know.
What?
And then they got her, and they were able to bring her back to the Lowe's store. And
wow.
The employees asked Francine's public admirers to give her a couple of days to rest and recover from her adventure before dropping by for a visit. Yeah.
Of course, Francine. Anything you need.
I love
Wow.
animals.
Oh, I love that. I'm glad Francine is back home where she belongs, and bringing the people of Lowe's the joy.
Yeah.
Wow, Francine, you're an amazing little creature. You can't keep a feline down. That's what I always say.
So that's all the news stories I got.
Okay, do we have a black card revoked, or
We
am
do.
I the asshole race edition?
I have a Am I the Asshole race edition today.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Guess who's ready? This
okay.
girl.
All right. So like last time, I kind of condensed this one a little bit because it was pretty long. But this is the basic story.
Okay.
It's titled, Am I the Asshole for Lying About My Race? And it says, I, 16-year-old female, moved to a new city last summer. I'm half white and half Puerto Rican, but people have always downplayed my heritage by saying I'm just white. So when I moved, I decided to only tell people I'm Puerto Rican and really embrace that side of my identity.
Okay.
I've been dating my girlfriend for a year and 2 months. She's met my dad's white side of the family several times, but not my mom's Puerto Rican side. I never specifically told her my dad was white. I just assumed she knew. I mean, she'd met him, so.
Right.
Last night, while we were talking about my Tio and Titi, she realized that one side of my family was white and the other Puerto Rican, and she got upset, asking why I lied.
What?
I told her I didn't mean to hide it. I just didn't like how people dismissed my Puerto Rican side.
Mm-hmm.
I explained I grew up with my mom's family and culture, not my dad's, and she got angry and hasn't spoken to me since. So, am I the asshole?
Okay, no. I definitely don't think so. When I was a kid, and I'm Garifuna, right? My mom's from Belize, Garifuna.
Right.
Nobody knows what that is.
Yeah.
And so I just stopped mentioning it.
Right.
Basically until I met old Whitey, and he met my grandma, and he was like, oh, I've never met anybody like her before. Where's she from? And I was like, okay, I haven't talked about this in 30 years, but that was because people would dismiss it. And I understand when you're a young person. Yeah, when you're a young person, like the goal is to like fit in. And if it had been dismissed so much in her life and she moved somewhere new, that's like baggage that you don't want to deal with in this new place. And so I don't blame her for just leaving a part out that, really was making her feel some type of way. When you are mixed race, and I can't speak for everybody who's mixed race, but I believe you are all those parts equally, not half this, not half that. None of your parts need to be diminished. There's room for all of it. And as a young person, I mean, that's going to take figuring out yourself. But I love the fact that she's like, I'm Boricua till the day I die. Like, just like embracing it fully. In this country for a long time, when you were one drop of something, that's who you are. That's what you are. And so that's not her fault. That's not my fault. And that's not even your partner's fault for not understanding that.
Yeah.
So I say hang in there. I do not think you lied. I do not think you're in the wrong. I just think navigating your identity when it's complicated isn't easy. And I don't think anybody should criticize you for how you handle it as best as you can.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. And
really?
Yeah. And she was ruled not the asshole.
Thank you. Thank you. I love it when the internet shows a little bit of reason. Way to go, internet.
I do like that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Now, where can the people find us, Beth?
Our website is fruitloopspod.com, and we use Fruit Loops Pod for all of our social media. The footnotes for each episode can be found on our website. Plus, check it out for the different ways that you can support the show. You can also join us on Patreon, where we have hundreds of hours of bonus content. You can also support us by supporting our sponsors or by giving us a 5-star review.
5 stars only, please.
Also, don't forget to subscribe.
That's right. Now, this is a weekly podcast, and episodes drop on Thursdays. So until next time, love you. Bye. Anyway, I'll talk about it at the show. Okay. I can't think of anything else. It's just thrown me off.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. Let's go. Hey, speaking of learning new stuff, I've learned, well, that's not a good tangent. Let's just go. Listener letters. Here we go.
Last time let me start that over again.
Hang on a second. God damn it. Where are my sound effects? I can't find
Another one.
Yeah, Bryn, that's for you. There's so many good books out there.
Yeah, I don't know if I have time to read books.
Oh, I don't either. I listen to them. I listen.
Okay,
I don't have time to sit down and read either. That
so you
sounds
listen.
nuts. Sit down and read a book.
I would love to, but I don't have any time.
Can you imagine? Sit down, putting my feet up.
You're laughing so hard at that thought.
Because it is not something I could do. And I have to work on that. Anyway,
it's a TV series on I can't talk today.
What?
Let me start over. Sorry,
Oh,
Minnie.
that sounds great. Just kidding.
Starting over, Minnie. Okay.
How not to get murdered.
Hold on. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Do you have a tip? Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. A reading a rainbow. I could do this all day, but I won't. Well, that was wonderful, my friend. Did you eat dinner yet?
I did. Yeah, I ate before we got on. So I get home like maybe 20 minutes before we need to start. So I'm always in a rush. It's just, what I got to do. So, yeah.
Itarala. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yes. I remember you telling me,
it is.
But I couldn't remember what it meant.
Well, now here's a little refresher.
All
Welcome
right.
to Garifuna Culture Corner with Wendy and Beth. Okay, well, love you very much. Get
Love
some
you
sleep.
too.
I'll get this in the
You
drive
too.
probably tomorrow because
Sounds good.
there's a baby in my house.
Oh, yeah.
and
No
it's
worries.
slowing everything down. So
Okay.
okay. Love you.
Love you too.
Night night.
Bye.